So if I'd ask you your number one piece of advice for lateral candidates when it comes to, and you can pick either of these, whichever stands out, but something either on their documents, like their resume or a writing sample or a deal sheet or any of that stuff, kind of in that stage, or in an interview scenario, things that you're hearing maybe from law firms as they're reviewing those things, or coming out of interviews. What are a couple of things that pop out for you in terms of just top advice that you give to your candidates when it comes to any of that?
Okay, so I think the number one thing, and it kind of applies to the documents and the interview, is knowing
Perfect.
that this is not OCI anymore. This is not law student on-campus interview. They tell me about yourself. What do you want to be when you grow up? What kind of practice do you want to go in?
Yeah.
When they're hiring someone laterally, generally, there is a very specific need, and sometimes you don't know it, and hopefully I do,
Right.
but they know exactly what partner's busy, what the work is. It's M&A. It is private equity. We need a third year to do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
So you're kind of coming in blind, and they know exactly where that hole is
Yeah.
and what the work is, and they want to find out exact experience. So when you have your resume, if your law school grades, if you knocked it out of the park and went to a great law school and have great grades, start with that on the resume.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, start with your current employer if you're a lateral and your current law firm. And then I want to see not 8, but 3 to 6 bullet points specifically explaining what you do. That person needs to know that you work on M&A deals in the private equity sector, and this is your role. This is what you do on those. Not just I worked on a $500 million acquisition of, but very specific, what did you do on that deal?
Mm-hmm.
Have you, for the litigators, you have deposed 5 experts.
Yes.
You have done these cases in federal court. Very specific, so it doesn't just say litigator. You are a commercial litigator who has taken depositions, argued motions in federal court, written appeal briefs, something to set yourself apart that this is your real experience.
Mm-hmm.
So those are you need bullet points under your current job. And if you're worried about space, no one cares about your law school clerkships anymore and your internships. I hate to say it. They go on there, but they don't have bullet points. If you have real experience, then those are on your law firm jobs. And then summer associate is just one line. Intern is just one line. And then deal sheets, if you're a 2017 or senior, you've got to have a deal sheet. 2018s, I'd tell my 2018s to have one, but it's not required.
Okay.
And the deal sheet should be specific too. I've seen some people just say, I've worked on a $500 million acquisition. Well, what did you do in that acquisition?
Mm-hmm.
Did you just do due diligence, or did you have a bigger role? So being more specific on the deal sheet. And then in the interview, you need to find out as much from your recruiter or about the position, so you know what is the need. If you've only done public M&A work, but the need is private equity, you kind of need to know that before, so you can prep for that position and why your public work is going to help you in the private equity world. So knowing a little bit about the job that you're interviewing for and prepping for that.
Such great stuff. Absolutely.